Coming up on Hashtag That, we talk Quinnipiac athletes who were put on stage for this year's Bobcats Off-Broadway.
And how do you really tell the difference between fake news and real news?
We are your source for Quinnipiac entertainment news.
Welcome to Hashtag That. I'm Joel Vanner.
And I'm John McMahon.
This past Friday night, students headed over to the Village basketball courts to enjoy Foam Dome 2017. The event was held by the Office of Residential Life, QU After Dark, and Residence Hall Council. As per usual, the non-staining heated foam, DJ, and lights provided for a fun atmosphere for all. The first 100 attendees received a beach towel, compliments of Residence Hall Council. And all attendees were able to enjoy free food, foam, and a variety of other giveaways throughout the night. The Residence Hall Council had their pop-up carnival called Bobcat Boardwalk last Wednesday afternoon on Bobcat Lawn right outside the Student Center. Cotton candy, popcorn, caricatures, a mechanical shark, and a raffle for Ed Sheeran tickets were just 4 of the many things available to enjoy. Participation in the different stations earned you a ticket, which could be used for the Ed Sheeran raffle or to get free French fries from the Freiburg truck. From noon to 4 p.m. on Saturday, Phi Sigma Sigma held Katie's Game, a wiffle ball tournament held in honor of a sister, Katie Vachon, who passed away from leukemia in 2005. Over 110 students from other on-campus Greek organizations participated.
Students from colleges around the area were invited to attend the night in New Haven last Thursday. The event featured free food, music, and henna to promote the shops at Yale.
Kaylee Heavey and Brooke Riley checked out the event. Let's see how it went.
Thanks, Joel and John. I'm Kayla.
And Brooke.
And tonight we are at the Shops at Yale. Every semester they hold a college night where they give students discounts and free food and fun activities to do.
So we're going to be walking around, checking it out. We got a pretty nice night for it, so let's give it a roll.
Let's see what we got. All right, so the first stop here tonight is Yorkside Pizza. They're giving out free slices of pizza, which is always exciting.
Yeah, definitely. Can't wait to try this slice.
It looks so good. Yorkside is so good, and
Yeah.
we love Yorkside Pizza here at Hashtag.
I've never had it, so I don't know what to expect.
Out of all the taste tests, and you've never had it?
No, I've never.
All right, well, taste
try it.
test part 2. We'll
Yeah.
tell you how it is later on. All right, so we just had the Yorkside Pizza. Brooke, you said it was your first time, so what do you think of it?
I actually thought it was pretty good. I didn't really like pizza until this past fall, so it tasted pretty good to me. I don't know.
No, yeah, Yorkside is really good pizza, so definitely come by, check it out sometime. But now we're in front of the Yale Bookstore, where they're giving away free Ashley's ice cream as well tonight. So, do you want to try yours first?
Yeah, sure, why not? I got vanilla, so let's see how it tastes. I think it's pretty good. Do you want to give
Pretty
yours
good?
a shot?
Yeah, let me see. I got cookie batter, which is just chocolate chip cookie dough.
Yeah, it looks
but
like there's chocolate chips in
that's
there.
okay. I bet it's really good. I love cookie dough, so.
What do you think? Good?
Oh yeah, very good. And there's actually a lot of cookie dough in this too, which I like with the cookie dough.
Really?
Because sometimes you get it and there's more chocolate chips than the cookie dough, and I'm not a fan. So up next, we're gonna try to find where the free insomnia cookies are. So let's go
Stay
find
with
them.
us.
All right, so we are here at the last place that we're visiting tonight. It is the Wave Gallery, where they're giving free insomnia cookies, which we got and we ate. How did you think of them? They're always good.
I thought they were really good. We had snickerdoodles, so I'll take that. That's my favorite kind of cookie.
Oh yeah, no, same. So they're really good.
Yeah.
So it's been a really great night here. Free food, you can't go wrong. Be sure to check the college night out at the Shops at Yale next semester. It's a really great time. So back to you guys at the desk.
This past Sunday, the Quinnipiac Asian Student Society, or ASA, hosted their last event of the semester, Dragon Fest, in the Complex Courtyard on the Mount Carmel campus. The event featured performances of mixed martial arts and traditional Asian singing and dancing, henna tattoos, and a photo booth. And calligraphy writing and free food were also provided. The Afro-Caribbean Student Union held their event Afro-Caribbean Night last Friday at the Rocky Top Student Center from 7 to 9:15 p.m. The event offered free food and drinks to students who attended and offered a glimpse of what African and Caribbean culture is like. Quinnipiac athletics teams went head-to-head in something other than sports, a talent show, in this year's Bobcats on Off-Broadway this past Monday on the Burt Concourt at 9:15 p.m. Each athletic team were here at Quinnipiac put together an act for their fellow teams and anyone who wanted to come and watch. Acts included singing, lip-syncing, dance routines, and some very creative movie scene reenactments. The event was $3 for regular admission and $2 if you came dressed in a sports jersey. All proceeds went to the Best Buddies organization. When we come back, Colin Ronan is here with this week's trending topics.
And John and I find out if we can determine between real and fake news stories. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
Coming up on Bobcat Breakdown.
Coming up on Bobcat Breakdown.
And welcome into Studio 125.
So what? So what?
Points. If you score 40 points in a basketball game, we all know you play Quinnipiac Intramurals. We all know you love to shoot the rock.
Well, if you think that's the most ridiculous thing you've ever heard, what I'm about to say, I guess, is going to be pretty ridiculous in your book. But I'm going to say yes, there is a controversy. I'm
Line, getting ready to punch the ball as it lands right in front of another Monmouth player.
It's 9:30 Eastern, and you know what that means. Sports Pause is on the air.
Ball played up the middle. Iman Whalen with a little cheat off the pipe.
Preseason just boils down to going after another national championship and not necessarily focusing on the one before.
MJ, it is time for our favorite part of the show. It's the top 5 plays of the week, brought to you by B&D Deli, home of the Q-Dog.
Let's talk about the first play you want to break down.
Yeah, let's break it down right away.
But the one name I'm going to throw out there is a freshman, Nika Maples.
Welcome back to Hashtag That. On Twitter this week, people have been hashtagging some motivational messages and posting about what they admire. Cullen Ronan has this and more in this week's edition of Trending Topics.
Thanks, fellas. Well, Twitter has certainly been popping of late, so let's take a look at the most popular trends of this week. I know I'm certainly not the only one who has trouble being productive on a Monday, but for all of you out there with the same problem as me, do not fear because Twitter has our back. Hashtag Monday Motivation gave users the extra push they needed to get through easily the toughest day of the week. From Mark Twain quotes to everyone's favorite line from Finding Nemo, just keep swimming, of course, Twitter was there to help start off our week on the right foot. Our next trend was certainly a heartwarming one as users took to the keyboard to show their sappy side with the hashtag Things I Admire. The posts are an attempt for people to show their appreciation for the little things in life, as individuals showed their admiration for those who have traits such as honesty, compassion, or just friends that buy them some chicken nuggets. Some even went as far to tag their friends and relatives. Twitter isn't known as one of the nicest places on the internet, but I guess sometimes it surprises you. And in light of the recent American Airlines events, hashtag Fake Airline Facts brought some humor to the skies. Users took the opportunity to poke fun at every airline, properly venting many years' worth of pent-up frustration. Some tweets, however, were meant for just good old comedic value, such as one user who tweeted Delta started as a frat house, hashtag Fake Airline Facts. Even though these facts may not be real, they certainly are entertaining. Airline facts aren't the only things people seem to be faking nowadays, and I'm about to turn to my left and test Joel and John on their ability to spot the fake news stories out of the choices I have given them. Guys, how are we doing?
Good.
Well, how are you?
Very well. All right, let's get this game started. All right, so here you see we have 3 stories. Out of the 3, Fox Racing releases new line of maternity ATV gear. Psychic Sea Lion picks Euro Cup soccer winners, and couples face heavy competition in the bizarre sport of wife carrying. All three of these sports-related stories, boys, tell me which one is fake.
Well, I think right off the bat, the couple facing heavy competition in the bizarre sport of wife carrying, that is 100% real. I have seen it. However, I'm going to have to say Fox Racing releases new line of maternity ATV gear is fake. There's no way that's true.
Joel, what about you?
I'm gonna have to go with John, and I think that because if you are pregnant, I'm not quite sure you should be on an ATV to begin with. So why would they release that kind of gear? I'm pretty sure there's some health consequences to that.
Well, you boys are off to a hot start because that is correct.
Thank
All right, so now on to our second round. Let's see what stories we got. All right, so a 12-year-old drives 800 miles across Australia before police eventually stop him. Number 2, our corporate disaster, Frito-Lay has apologized for printing thousands of bags of Cheetos that said Cheetos could be used as a flotation device. And our third one, woman has crappiest day ever when she gets her hand stuck in toilet. Out of the 3, boys, which one is incorrect?
This is a tough one. This is a real tough one.
I'm going to have to say a 12-year-old could drive 800 miles, more than 800 miles across Australia, because in the middle of it, like, Australia's a lot of desert.
But I think it's outlandish enough to just be true. So I will say the fake news is woman has crappiest day ever when she gets hand stuck in toilet.
That Australia wasn't my answer. The corporate disaster is my answer. That's some really bad QCing at Frito-Lay.
Okay, let's take a look. I'll give you a hint. Joel, you got it right.
I am hot today. Wow.
Joel is 2 for 2. John starting to slack behind a little bit.
Little bit.
And here we have our final story. Group of stories, I should say. Starbucks baristas lead online rebellion against unicorn frappuccinos. I'm sure you've heard a lot about those lately. Our second one is police chief writes himself a speeding ticket. And our third one, a Canadian couple wins lottery for the 3rd time in their life. Boys, tell me which one is fake.
Oh no. I'm torn. You know, I'm not gonna lie, I'm torn. I'm really thinking Starbucks baristas is fake. I feel like that's a lot of buzz. That brings a lot of good PR to Starbucks. So it's got to be not real.
All right, Joel, what do we got?
Yeah, I think I retweeted the tweet that showed a picture of the police chief writing himself a speeding ticket. Unless you planted that on my timeline for me to retweet so I could lose this game. I think the Canadian couple winning lottery for the 3rd time in their life because, oh no, I'm wrong.
Surprise. All right, so did you both finish 2 for 3? So being in the news department, I'm a little upset you didn't go 3 for 3.
I know.
But that's perfectly acceptable. We're shooting over 50%. Thank you guys so much for playing. Good luck with the rest of the show.
Thanks, Colin. In the entertainment world, one of the most famous female athletes got engaged this week.
And a beloved former Disney star got married. Krista Delane has this and more in this week's entertainment news update.
Thanks, guys. It's been a busy week in the entertainment news, so let's get started. You really know you are no longer a kid anymore when the stars of your favorite childhood TV show start getting married. Former Disney Channel star David Henry played Justin Russo in Wizards of Waverly Place and got married this past weekend. All the stars from the show were in attendance, including Selena Gomez and JT Austin. David Henry, on his big day, was supported by Selena Gomez when she posted several pictures on Instagram wishing her friend and his beautiful bride all the best. The stars of the show revealed that years ago they all made a bet on who would get married first. Well, David, it looks like you won. Ever wonder where your favorite top celebrities stay while attending or performing at Coachella? Lady Gaga was the headliner of the music festival this year, and her home away from home was nothing less than spectacular. Airbnb supplied several of the celebrities with places to stay during Coachella. Gaga stayed at a huge estate with 7 large bedrooms, 5 bathrooms, a state-of-the-art gym, large pool, and 3 fire pits, all under a $12 million price tag. Gaga wasn't the only one staying at an amazing rental. Wiz Khalifa stayed at a $10 million home during the first week of Coachella. UFC fighter Ronda Rousey is engaged. Her boyfriend of nearly 2 years popped the question while they were on a trip spending some time in New Zealand last week. The engagement news comes at the same time as retirement rumors have been floating around. Could this be the end of one chapter and the beginning of another for Rousey? Guess we will just have to wait and see. That's all I have for your entertainment news update. I'm Krista Delane. Back to you guys at the desk.
John, a TV show reunion I really want to see is Sweet Life on Deck.
You know, as a fan of Mr. Mosby and No Running in My Lobby, I will agree with you, but however, I was a huge fan of Drake and Josh. Fantastic duo, you know, the whole Hug Me Brother thing. Drake Bell, iconic. There's no way that can't happen.
I just think there's too many scenes in Drake and Josh for that to happen again and for it to seem like legitimate. All you need for Sweet Life on Deck is an exact copy of one cruise ship, you know?
Ooh, I don't know. I mean,
That's a
there was
continuancy
Sweet Life
problem.
of Zach and Cody and Sweet Life on Deck. I don't know, that's too much. I think Drake and Josh is nice and simple. Call it a day.
Well, this week the #That Crew played a game of Pictionary to find out who is the best artist.
Let's take a look.
Thanks, Joel and John. I'm here with Brendan Brooks, and we're going to be playing Pictionary. So first I'm going to draw, and he's going to have to guess, and then we're going to switch. So let's see how well we do.
All right, let's see it. Really hoping that isn't a head because that's really big.
Oh my god.
Is it a bobcat? Cat?
Yeah.
A kid's a cat?
What Bob?
Boomer the Bobcat?
Yeah. I tried to go with Gray as like the Boomer the Bobcat statue.
Yeah, but Boomer the Bobcat isn't like that.
Well, he's a cat.
Okay, all right.
All right,
Next
anyways.
So as you can tell, my drawing skills are not that good.
Is it a hockey player?
Hey, I didn't even finish drawing yet. Yeah, it's a hockey player.
Which one? Any of them?
Any of
all
them, yeah, all of them, yeah.
That's the whole team right there.
Yeah, and the hockey stick was supposed to be red or Quinnipiac colors, but you know, it didn't really work out.
Yeah, makes sense. Perfect. All right, so now we'll do another one. Same idea. See how well we do with this round. I made it too. Okay. Well, that goes up.
Oh, I think I know what it is. Is it the clock tower?
Yeah.
Library?
I didn't even get to draw the nice green grass. All right. All right, Brendan Brooks, it is now your turn.
All right, here we go. So, let's see. Green.
What is happening?
These are feet. Just to give some clarification to that. Alright, maybe I can like color green so you get it.
Is it toads? That's a toad? That looks like a toad to you.
Yeah, I've never really drawn a frog before, so
All
that was
right.
interesting.
Okay, it was a good attempt though. Good try. All right, so I'm not really sure who won there. I think we can both come to the conclusion that we're awful drawers.
Yes, I agree. I definitely agree.
But anyways, this was fun.
Yeah, definitely.
Thanks for
It's a lot of
joining
fun.
me
No
here.
problem.
Back to you guys at the desk.
Well, you know what? I really liked Brendan's drawing. I think his toes drawing was great. I think he was at a little bit of a disadvantage because
Spot on toes.
the screen was into his chest. He couldn't really, it wasn't like eye level for him.
Yeah.
But I liked his drawings.
When we come back, Joel and I will be debating some topics that people around the country are talking about. From the new Chainsmokers album to the Starbucks' newest creation.
Hear what we think after the break.
Coming up on #that.
are your source for Quinnipiac's entertainment news.
Welcome back. John and I will now debate 3 topics that have been stirring up a ton of conversation lately. Let's get started.
Starbucks released its now infamous colorful new drink, the Unicorn Frappuccino, which is perfect for Instagram, but terrible for your body. Joel, what are your thoughts on this, and would you actually drink this?
You know, John, I'm not sure I would drink it. I think I'm someone who, if it has a really weird color, or if it smells really weird, I won't eat it because I physically can't eat it. Or drink it in this case for a Frappuccino.
So you're telling me you never had like a Slurpee or any of those kind of like...
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of Slurpees.
Not a big
that's
fan
a lot
of the
artificial
artificially colored drinks. Well, I actually have the stats on this new unicorn drink, and
fact check.
Not gonna lie, it's not good for you. It's 16 fluid ounces, 410 calories, which for that amount of liquid is it's bad. 59 grams of sugar. I don't know about you, but you know that'd be turning my stomach around like a knot. So I don't know. I mean, I really think that this drink is straying away from the typical Starbucks. They're very, coffee oriented,
They're very urban.
Exactly.
This isn't fair. This is not like dull colors and coffee.
Exactly.
This is like a pop milkshake at that diner in New York, Stardust Diner.
It's completely, to me, it's completely out of place. It's a place where, if you want Starbucks, you're going there for coffee.
Yeah. But if it comes back, I probably will try it.
Yeah. I'm not gonna lie. I really would Instagram it.
Yeah. The Chainsmokers' new album titled Memories Do Not Open, which contains the popular song Paris, was released on April 7th. The album has over 270 million Spotify streams, and the lyric video for Paris on YouTube alone received over 200 million views. Although the statistics say this album was a hit, some Chainsmokers fans aren't too interested. Maybe they could use a unicorn frappuccino.
Yeah. My take on this new album is that it still holds true to a lot of the traditional, Chainsmoker sounds, but they're bringing in a lot more vocals. And I think that's smarter especially for like an up-and-coming band or group, because you don't want to fall in the trap of all of your music sounds the same.
Yeah, I agree with you. You just said they bring in new vocal features, but I think for the Chainsmokers, these vocal features, especially in the song It Won't Kill You, when they have that small vocal twist in the chorus part, it doesn't support the club vibe.
Yeah.
When I think of the Chainsmokers, I think of, bright lights, rave type, blasting music. When this new album, I don't really want to blast it. It really kind of brings you down a little bit.
And I think too that they want to move in a different direction. They don't want to be just known as, hey, we're club music. Now we're the music we can listen to in your car, or not going nuts.
Well, organizationally, maybe they shouldn't have released Paris, which that took off like a rocket.
Yeah.
I feel like if they were trying to give this album a different vibe, maybe releasing one of the slower songs, teasing us with a slower song rather than teasing us with a great song like Paris, that is typical Chainsmokers, at least to me.
Yeah, and the addition of the Coldplay, Just Like This, I think is a good blend together.
Yeah, I agree.
The biggest Mexican fast casual eaters are Chipotle and Moe's, but the question still remains, which reigns supreme? Joel, your thoughts on this, and answer wisely, because you may start a battle and you just can't win.
John, we're closing on almost a whole entire year of knowing each other, and we get in this argument all the time. Moe's all the way.
I've never heard more of a false statement in my life. So Chipotle, just for me, I've been going there since I was a freshman in high school. It's absolutely delicious. It's very fresh. Organic. They had a little slip up about a year back in Boston with some salmonella or E. coli, but it brushes over. Everyone has to go fine-tooth the thing a little bit. And the thing for me with Moe's is that I'm not a fan of queso. It's like a liquid cheese. It's just not natural to me.
You don't have to get queso at Moe's if you don't like it. You know what? Over 500 varieties in one soda machine. You go to Chipotle and they still have the thing from 1998.
Hey.
And when UConn wins, you win at Moe's. What is it, $5 burritos? I don't eat burritos, but I'd still like to get the text messages.
So yeah, go to Chipotle on Halloween. You dress up and get a $5 burrito. What's better than that?
Getting free Moe's or getting discounted Moe's when UConn went, what, over 100 games without losing? That's so much Moe's.
Speaking of balling, if you're balling on a budget, you go to Chipotle, you know? Get a bowl or a burrito, $7, water cup, boom. You're not even spending $10. I can't even think of a better deal.
You know, I think it might be the stigma that when you go to Chipotle, you get a bowl, and that's what you get. When you go to Moe's, you could get a burrito, you could get a stack, you could get a quesadilla. All you see at Chipotle are these bowl things.
Joel.
And the little E. coli.
You need to be more open-minded.
Wow, the little E. coli, John. The World Health Organization is on the phone. They're calling you.
I guess we have finally found a flaw in our friendship.
We have to agree to disagree.
Agree to disagree.
I will go to Moe's, and I will not see you there.
When we come back, Colin and Ryan Ansel will take us down a little-known record store nearby.
And Q30 members tell us about their favorite album of all time. Stay with us.
All this and more.
Coming up on the Q30 Newscast.
It's 9:30 Eastern, and you know what that means. Sports Pause is on the air.
Ball played up the middle. Iman Whalen with a little cheat off the play.
Preseason just boils down to going after another national championship and not necessarily focusing on the one before.
MJ, it is time for our favorite part of the show. It's the top 5 plays of the week, brought to you by B&D Deli, home of the Q-Dog.
Let's talk about the first play you want to break down.
Yeah, let's break it down right away.
But the one name I'm going to throw out there is a freshman, Mika Maples.
This Saturday was Record Store Day, and to celebrate, our very own Cullen Ronan and Ryan Ansel went to Red Squirrel Records in Wallingford to find out more about the annual event and give their recommendations about upcoming records.
Let's take a look.
Hey guys, Cullen Ronan here at Red Squirrel Records, celebrating the 10th anniversary of National Record Store Day. It's a day with exclusive deals and promotions, and here me and Ryan are gonna take you through some of what 2017 has to offer.
Though Spotify, Apple Music, and Pandora have become convenient ways to listen to your favorite artists, Record Store Day is for those who still appreciate the time before online streaming.
I mean, the idea behind it is that people should come out and support indie record stores across the nation, across the world even.
We're looking at some records here at Red Squirrel. Some big releases coming out Record Store Day that I'm personally excited for. I'm excited for the Big L Devil's Son unreleased tape. I'm also excited for the Space Jam soundtrack because that movie was awesome. And I'm also mostly excited for the new Animal Collective album that's coming out. They recorded it in Brazil in spring 2016 or something like that, and they haven't released anything yet. So that's what's to come.
Alright guys, you heard Ryan's picks, now it's time for mine. Coming in at number 1, Sea Change by Thrice. An unreleased B-side is finally making its way to vinyl. I'm super excited to hear it. My second one, I have Coheed and Cambria. They're re-releasing Good Apollo on Burning Star 4 Volume 1. It's a mouthful, but I'll tell you what, it's also an earful. Fantastic album I'm super excited for. And at third, we have the Badfish EP, originally released in 1992. It's getting a 25-year anniversary re-release. I'm super excited, guys. Stay tuned for those releases. Alright guys, you are now all caught up on Record Store Day 2017.
Thanks a lot for coming along with us, and back to Joel and John in the studio.
Some Q30 brothers if I've ever seen them. While records and albums have been becoming outdated, paving the way for singles and streaming, people still have albums that hold a special place in their heart.
We asked Q30 members what their favorite album is. Let's see what they had to say.
Hey hashtag, my favorite album of all time is Illmatic by Nas because it inspired a whole generation of culture and music in the 90s, and even though it's only 10 songs long and it's almost 25 years old, I can still listen to every single song today and enjoy it.
Hey, hashtag Andrew here. My favorite album of all time, I think it's a little bit too hard. It has to be one from the Foo Fighters. There you see Dave Grohl right there. Probably Wasting Light, an album they released in 2011, and then probably AC/DC's Highway to Hell can see pictured back there. Those have got to be two of my favorite albums of all time.
Unfortunately, that's all we have for this week's episode of Hashtag That. Be sure to follow us on Twitter and Instagram at Hashtag ThatQU for the latest updates.
And you can watch every episode of on our website at q30television.com. Thanks for watching.